Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you. So many of you have given me great feedback that you really like the videos on whether or not you should buy it. So I thought I would do another one because I have some more samples of things that I personally also wanted to try and see if it's worth it. So let's go ahead and get started. All the information will be down in the comment box or description box below. Okay, so the first thing that I have, that's not what I'm looking for, the first thing is I do not have anything on my face. I'm gonna try the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity. It claims to have ridiculously glowy skin. So let's go ahead and see. It says Vital Power Infusion. So they're just little sample sizes. I really like, I've used Bare Minerals things for many years. It is super runny. Do you see that? All right, let's see. Does it have a scent? It has kind of like a spa-like. Reminds me almost of like the beach or something. It has a slight kind of soap, but in a good way, scent. It's a very clean, fresh scent. Like it has like lemon or something in it. I don't know. It smells good. It absorbs in pretty good. It's very lightweight, and it did give quite a bit of shine. There's no like reflective properties or anything like that in it, but my skin feels very hydrated. Okay, so these two foundations are ones that I personally really wanted to try. Now, I hope I say this right. I think it's ILIA. One of the reasons I wanted to try this is I like things that look natural looking but just make your skin look perfected. And this is their Super Serum Skin Tint. Now I have seen in comments before that it has like a weird smell. So I was really curious to find out if that's true because I really don't like things that have strange smells. But I heard that it's beautiful. So there are lots of different shades. These are the three that they sent me. I'm obviously going to do the lightest one up here at the top. And it does have an SPF of 40. So we'll do that on this side of my face. It's not very much product, but you can see how lightweight it is. It's actually moving around as soon as I opened it. I think I'm gonna try, because of it being so lightweight and I know it's supposed to be a skin tint, I'm gonna use a brush. So I'm gonna use my favorite IT Cosmetics brush and just dab it in here to see if I can get like the most coverage possible. It has kind of like a rice smell. It smells like almost like wheat or rice or something. I don't know. But it smells very organic. If organic has a smell. But it smells like a food product, kind of. So I can't say that it's a bad smell. I was expecting it to be something where I couldn't handle the smell, but this I can see dissipating really quick, and it's very light. And like I said, it almost smells like like a wheat or rice substance that you'd cook with. Anyway, that is super pretty. I have to say, I like the way that, I think that with a beauty blender, I probably wouldn't have had enough product in here to see what it looks like with that. But with the brush, I don't see any streaking or anything. It gives a very beautiful, healthy glow. I like that. That's super pretty. So I'm curious, in doing these videos, because I know a lot of you said that you liked these videos, the next one I'm going to try is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion, and they have a whole range of colors, a lot more colors, and I'm also going to go in with the lightest one that they sent me. Oh, the top is foundation and the bottom is concealer. I'm just going to do the foundation today. So what I was saying was that I think with these videos, you know, as with everybody, we all kind of like to test things out before trying them, especially now because you can't go into the stores and try things before you take them home. I don't think this color, to be honest with you, is going to be a very good shade match, but we're going to try it out. But one of the things I was going to say was, I was curious. Whew, that is definitely not my color. One of the things I was going to say was, I was curious what products you have bought recently that is new to you that you've been loving. I'd love for you to tell me down in the comments some products that you bought recently that you've been loving that maybe I should try. Because you can't really go and test things anymore. So actually it blended in pretty well for that color. It had kind of like a yellowish undertone, and I lean more pink, but that didn't blend in too terribly. It is still a little bit more yellow than the ILIA side, but it doesn't look terrible. And actually I like the way that that covered. So I'd have to say, looking at the two, and I'm not trying to compare them because they're totally different type of products, you can totally see this side is not as heavy. This side feels very light. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. But if you look at this side, it looks very natural. It looks perfected. It has like a slight glow to it. I can see why they call it a skin tint. And on this side, it's definitely more of a medium coverage. And I wonder, I'm sure you could probably build it up to almost a full, because I can't really see much imperfections on this side at all. So this is more medium to full. This is definitely a skin tint and light, but it evened out my skin texture, and it looks very, very healthy. So for me, I tend to go for a lot more lightweight, natural look. I very rarely wear a medium finish because of it being like 107 in Florida right now. That's just not something that's comfortable on my face. Maybe in the winter months will be different, but both of them look really pretty. So if you like a more medium to full coverage, this Laura Mercier one, Flawless Fusion, is really, really pretty. But I also really like the ILIA one. So if you're more of a natural looking, fast, just want to perfect my skin, I go for the ILIA one. All right, since those are high-end products, I thought I would stick kind of with the high-end products. All the rest of them are products that I personally own and I love, so I will share those so my hair is acting up. So my favorite blush from High End is by Bobbi Brown. It's actually considered part of their bronzing line. It's called the Illuminating Bronzing Powder in Antigua, but I use it as a blush, and it is so, so pretty. So I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques brush, dip it in and just, I don't drag it because I don't want to take off the product that I have on my face. I kind of just dab it in, and then I'll buff it if I need to, but I don't like dragging it because I don't want to mess up the foundation or whatever I have on the bottom. All right, I will say, I'm noticing as I'm putting this on that the ILIA Skin Tint is starting to create little peels. Can you see it right here with the blush brush? It's getting little pieces up. This is on the Laura Mercier side blending really, really great. But this side, I'm wondering if like a cream product would be better to use with this because of it being so serum-like, because this is not looking so hot over here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try my favorite, it also looks a lot darker for the same amount of blush that I used. Okay, my favorite highlighting powder, especially if you have fair skin, is this Becca one. It is Moonstone. It is so, so pretty, and it looks so natural on the skin. So I just use a big fluffy brush, and I just go right kind of towards the top. You see how pretty that is? It's so gorgeous. Now with the ILIA Skin Tint, I don't really think that you need the highlighter because this side of my face is already very natural and glowy looking. It's kind of weird. I would love for you to comment below, but I almost feel like this side is getting more dewy, like glowy looking as it's sitting on my skin. Like to me, it looks like it's almost like I'm sweating, which I'm not. I can definitely see it underneath my eye right here. I'm curious what your thoughts are, but this, we'll see how it looks towards the end, but this might not be something I would purchase because I feel like I just walked to like the beach or something. It's pretty glowy in person. Okay, and then I am gonna set underneath my eye with my favorite Laura Mercier powder because, especially on this side, I feel like it's probably gonna smear. So I'm just taking my Real Techniques brush and just pressing it underneath. Got rid of that shine, which is good. I'll do the other side just to keep it consistent, but I don't think that this side you'll probably need it too much because it's not like, it's more like a satin matte finish and it's not like super, look at that. This side's like super glowy compared to this side. I just feel like it's getting more glowy as I'm putting makeup on. Okay, And then I'm gonna go in, this is my higher end eyebrow pencil. It is the Benefit Brow in shade 3. I have shared before that there is a dupe that I use that is drugstore. So if you would like a more affordable one, I will link the video for it. That is a really great shade match to this, and it's not as expensive. So this is just the one that I originally started using because I heard such great things about it, and it is really good. I just particularly don't like the price point of it. So I actually use my dupe one on a daily basis. And I will be repurchasing the dupe for this instead of this one, just because of the price point. And then just take the other end and I brush it up to kind of blend it out into my eyebrow so it looks more natural. If you're curious, what I do is I don't really like draw it in, like I make like hair-like motions just to add in like the areas that are kind of sparse. Okay, and then my favorite high-end eyeliner, I've talked about this so many times, is the MAC Teddy. I would love, it's this beautiful like copper color. If you have found one that is similar to this, that stays on and doesn't transfer, that is drugstore, I would love for you to comment below with that, because I would love to find something that is not as pricey as this eyeliner. But it is so, so pretty. And I love that it doesn't transfer during the day. And I just love the shade of it. It goes really well, especially if you have hazel eyes. Okay, the next thing is mascara. So also the Lancome primer. There is a dupe for this as well that's drugstore. And I can link that down below for you if you've not seen that video. That works to me just as well as this Lancome one. So I don't personally feel, some of you might feel differently, but I don't personally feel that you need to spend the money on this one when they have great options at the drugstore that work just as well for a base. All right, so I usually put 2 coats of this on. You can see how it makes your eyelashes look white. And then I don't wait for it to dry. I go right in with my mascara. So the mascara I thought I'd use today that was high end was the IT Cosmetics Superhero. It's a really great mascara, but like I said, I don't know, I just feel like there's so many at the drugstore that you really don't have to pay the more expensive prices for the mascara. So this one I think is actually starting to dry out because I don't really see it as much as I used to when I used it before. If you look, it's not really doing too much. So I think this one's about ready to go in the trash. It is a pretty mascara. IT Cosmetics has a lot of nice products, but I just don't feel like with everything you can find in the drugstore nowadays that is so good that you really don't need to pay the price tag of it for mascara or the primer. All right, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to build that up anymore with it being so dry, but it does a really good job of lengthening your lashes. Okay, and then my favorite mascara that's high-end is by Urban Decay. It's in the shade Morning After. I don't know if they stopped making this color or not, but it is the most beautiful, cool tone pink. It is perfect. So I don't wear this on an everyday basis. I usually wear it if we're going somewhere or getting dressed up just because it is more pricey and it's my favorite. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really like the way it came out, and actually for this side being a yellowish color when I first put it on, it blended actually really nicely into my skin tone. I'm curious what side you like better. Do you like the ILIA side better, more glowy, youthful, radiant finish, or do you like more of the satin matte of the Laura Mercier? I have to say, even though I'm not generally someone to choose a medium coverage foundation right now, I personally like, out of these two, the Laura Mercier side, just because the products went on very nicely. It looks pretty on the skin. It doesn't look too heavy, but I actually think that now that I've tried the ILIA, I won't purchase it in my opinion. This would be really pretty to me in the summertime, but I almost feel like it looks like I came out of a sweatshop or like a beach, or I just worked out. It looks a little too glowy for me, and I don't really like how it like pilled with the blush. Now, like I said, maybe a cream blush would go on much more smoothly, but in my opinion, I'm glad that I had a sample of it because it was one that I really wanted to try, but it's not something that I would personally purchase. So I would love to hear what you are using and loving that's new, and I would love to see you in my next videos, so don't forget to subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you don't miss them. Have a great day, guys. Bye.